Welcome to a first look at Tinyfolks. It's tiny. You probably can't read the title super well, but that's Tinyfolks. This game is a turn-based RPG sort of thing. Gameplay, combat-wise, very much like Darkest Dungeon, but basically, my first impression is that this game is Darkest Dungeon if it wasn't so frustrating. I don't know how accurate that'll be, but like specifically Darkest Dungeon 2, it feels like the run duration overall is going to be quicker, and I don't know, I was not angry while playing this game. Now I've only played it for a little bit, so could be the new game smell talking. Anyway, let's do the semantic stuff, shall we? Let me pull it up on the Steam page. I believe this game is pretty cheap, it's pretty short. Game released on June 1st, so about a week ago. It is $4 presently. That's what it is. And yeah, pretty small as well, I believe. Yeah, 200 megabyte game. It's in 5 languages. I'll read those off to you in a second. I believe this is the developer's first game, but I will look. Yeah, this is the first game by this developer. Pretty cool, pretty exciting. I will, let's go through the options real quick. It's pretty short. Music and screen sound effects, you can turn off screen shake, you can increase the speed, you can turn off the tutorial, and you can change your size of window. For languages, you have English, French, Italian, German, and Spanish, if you're so inclined. And there's also achievements. The game actually tracks your achievements. I played a little bit of a run, cleared the first 3 bosses, and then went, okay, that seems good to me. So, I think that's everything I have to cover. Not a ton to tell you about in this game, but yeah, let's get to it, shall we? There's a short little intro cutscene. Yeah, I made it to day 9. So we'll go new game here. First and foremost, you get to pick your name, and you get to pick if you're a king or a queen. The game has 3 difficulty modes. The longer you have, the easier it is. So easy is no time limit. Normal is 45, and then hard is 30 days, and the explorations are longer, which you'll see in a minute. And normal is what we'll be playing on for this video. Let's begin. I'll read the story off to you real quick. It all began long ago. It's a short story, don't you worry. Our land was peaceful. There's also a skip option if you're not interested. Cosmic forces arrived. For 45 days, dark entities ravaged the lands. Powerful artifact was discovered. A crown led to a king. The art of this king, by the way, my man he is huge. He is built. Oh man. That dude didn't skip Shoulders Day. Evil forces vanished. The common folks rejoiced, but dark thoughts remained. Your Majesty, quick, take shelter, we're being attacked. Oh, and then he's gone. He's been, music in this game is pretty bumping, by the way. Well, only 2 tiny folks can defend such a powerful artifact. How cute, you'll never take it from me, I'll take it from your dead skull, we fight. So, you get thrust right in here. This is just like a little tutorial battle, though. Oh yeah, this battle is actually a tutorial where it just highlights how you play the game. You click the flashing ones. So yeah, we can do... Each character has 4 attacks, and you can see the targeting of the attacks on the bottom. So like, this is on all allies, this is on an ally, this is on one of the first 3 ranked enemies, and this is on the front enemy only. I'll smite him, it sets him on fire. Yeah, I'm gonna just die here, basically, because I know it's how it's gonna go. Yeah, it hits you for 150. And then we can actually get into the mechanics after this. Our king was defeated. Dark forces took hold of the crown. A blast of wrath and perversion shook the land. The crown's power was corrupted, our king disappeared, and the cosmic time started to tick. Someday our land will be destroyed. But far from the crown, the king remained, and in a moment of absolute need, he saw a town where peace still existed. This is the game proper. So, this game consists of 2 major gameplay mechanics, I guess. There's the town management aspect, and then there's the expedition aspect. Sound familiar? Maybe. So you start off, I'm gonna go through the tutorialization here, I guess. Put our boy in the... I'll go through what all of this does in a moment, don't you worry. Drag and drop, okay. Can I turn off the tutorial, actually? No, I cannot in the middle of the tutorial. Okay, well, after this one, I suppose. Can I go back to town now, maybe? No, okay, so it's gonna make me do it. That's fine. Basically, in the town aspect, what I did there was I took this guy, who is a free unit, who you get one per day, and I put him in the melee training to level him up, which will happen at the start of the next day, and then well, that's basically it, actually. I just went here, and now we're going to go on an expedition with the king. We're going to Fairy Forest, the home of countless plants and strange creatures. This is where they let you kind of get free reign. So, expedition phase, you have... Well, let's go over everything here, top to bottom. Expedition phase is broken up into 3 parts when you go to an area for the first time. It's also not always 3 parts, you can see how many parts it is at the top. Hey, this music's a little loud. There you go. That feels about right to me. So, this is going to be 2 regular combats and then a boss fight. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, I imagine. Your character has HP and power. It is persistent throughout, which you'll see. So our king has 100 HP, 50 power. If I use power now, it does not come back at the start of the next fight. So the attacks that have a number under them have a power cost. So like orders plus 1 attack for all allies for 10 turns, but it costs me 5 power. Heal 30, but it costs me 10. Smite is a burn effect, and attack deals 5 damage. The thing that I like here, of course, is that there is no randomness. That's always going to do 5 there. There's no question mark. It's not like, oh, I wonder 5 to 10, 5 to 9, hope I high roll. No, it's fine. However, your mileage there may vary. I've been on a crusade against randomness in video games lately, though. Bad randomness, anyway. What's bad randomness? Well, you know, this is a different discussion. But yeah, the early fights here are going to be just kind of hitting enemies. But you can see as well, when we kill an enemy, they drop stuff. So like those guys dropped us money and wood, which are resources which I'll get into when we go back to town. And then we got 6 berries, which I haven't actually figured out what to do with yet. And like I said, we don't heal, we don't get our stuff back, so it is a bit of management to make sure that you have enough to survive each expedition. I'm gonna set this bear on fire. So there's status effects, of course, burning. I would like to see, is there like a... I don't think there's a glossary or anything like that. In my experience so far, burning is 7 damage, poison is 4 damage, and bleed is 5 damage, and they all have a different duration. Like burning lasts 2 turns, poison lasts 4, and bleed lasts 3, I think. Yeah, now these compound, so from that one we got the shrooms added to our berry pile. Also, at any point you can run away, but if you go to the boss fight, you cannot run away. First boss is in the big dumb tree. I guess I should also point out on the right here you can see the enemy's health and what's up with them. Like this guy's weak to burn, so thankfully we're playing a character that has burn because, you know, designed that way. He's on fire. Now what I would actually like to see is if I could... I don't think I can go back to a town at full HP because the enemies are always going to hit you, right? I think so. Because you'll see, basically your units get hurt. The burn happens after combat, yeah. Your units get hurt, and they get laid up in town based on how much damage they took, I believe. Like, we're gonna leave here at 5 down, which isn't terrible. And then we get some extra rewards for killing the boss. We got 2 gems as well, and we return to town. And then you get a recap of what happened on the day, and you get how much time you have left. So now we can go through the town aspect. I'm free of the tutorial. Huge. So, at the top you have gold, wood, iron, gems, and alloy. These are just upgrade materials. You can upgrade buildings up to 3 times, or you can build new buildings here. We got temple, camp, and slum. We can go here and we can upgrade our weapons, our armor, and eventually our artifacts, which we got one of there, the rabbit's foot. I shouldn't put this on the king because he's hurt for 1 day, so he's not going to be able to go out on an expedition, sadly. But we can also upgrade our weapons, and we can train characters further. So if I wanted to, I could train Fred again for 300 gold, and he would become a berserker. Which, you know, I'm kind of down to just try it here. I haven't gone this far. I've only stayed on tier 1 units, so let's go for a tier 2. I'm in. And I want to build the temple, unlocks faith training, $600. I'm in. So that'll be built tomorrow. And then we can go recruit Brendan. And we will go put Brendan in the melee training to make Brendan... Oh no, Fred's in training here. Right, so Brendan's just gonna chill, I suppose. could upgrade Brendan's weapon, because I think the weapons are universal. Yeah, no, they're all out until next day. So we don't have anything we can do. We have consumables we picked up, actually, which we carry with us. You can carry up to 3. I'll carry the 2 potions with us because there's no reason not to. But yeah, we don't have a team and everyone's busy right now, so we will just skip the day. We'll press sleep. I don't think that it's right to just rush out and send it every round, basically. I think that that's a good way to run yourself out of materials, because you just, I mean, not run out of materials, but like, if I send Fred out there, he's probably gonna get killed, you know? Or like my new guy, the guy who just got added to the team. I don't think he's winning out there. Let's see what Faith Study gives us. Brendan, he's gonna become a priest. No weapon, but he gets a shirt. Sure, let's go send him. I imagine the priest does healing of some description, but each of the buildings also you can upgrade. I will probably upgrade the inn next, because the inn gives us more population. It's just very expensive, 1,200 gold. But you can also get higher levels in here, higher levels here, higher levels everywhere, basically. I'm not going to go through all of it, because I don't know what it all does yet. I haven't played for a ton of time. This is still first impression sort of content. But we'll head out with our team of 2 now, if we go to Town's End. And as you upgrade... Oh, it's as you get more people, I see. So at 4 people in the town, you get a 3rd unit slot. For now, we only have 2. I don't think the ordering of your units matter. It seems like the enemies can all... I don't know the enemy patterns very well. I imagine that they have some attacks that they can only hit up front, etc., but I'm not sure yet. Let's head on out. Oh, there's a shop here, by the way. Didn't see this guy. 4 swing plus 10 attack, that would have been nice. Plus 5 bleed attack, damn, these are looking pretty good. Before we go, by the way, hang on, I forgot one other thing. I'd like to go into artifacts, and I would like to give this to, with the arrow here, I'd like to give this to Fred. Give him, this is plus 2 defense, let him be a frontline boy. Then we go explore. So when you clear an area, you unlock new areas on the map. This is all seeded, as far as I can tell. Like, this is all exactly the same as it was for me last time, and the end goal is to reach the castle where we lost originally in 45 days. So it's about probably pathing through. Like I said, I think that this game doesn't have a ton of replay value, but there's some. I think it's probably worth a few runs through, and it's cool. I think that the gameplay is fun. It's definitely worth a spin for yourself, is my initial feeling. Okay, so let's see what the Berserker does. He gets Fury, deals 10 damage to a random enemy. Grapple moves target to the front. Strike to deal 20 damage but costs 10 power. And Tantrum plus 15 attack for 3 turns. So this is a 3-part fight. I'm gonna go ahead and just let him swing. And by the way, basic attack does 5, so that is pretty good. Music is kind of bumping. God damn. Let's set this guy down to 1. The goblins don't do a ton of damage. Hey, we won 2 50-50s. So I said earlier this game doesn't have a ton of randomness in it. That is randomness in the random attack effect. However, this is randomness that I don't really have any complaints about, because it's very controlled, right? It didn't really matter who he was hitting there for me, so I wasn't going to be upset if he was hitting the wrong target. Like, sure, it's nice if he hits the front guy, but I was taking a calculated risk, and I can use my resources to guarantee my hits, basically. I got an item. I don't think you can equip items in combat. I don't believe so. Ogre and Goblin. I'm down to... I'm down to strike the Ogre, I guess? Because it sets him 1 hit away from death from the random hit. The Ogre's scary. Yeah, he's hitting us twice. We're looking pretty good, though. When I did this last time on my own, I got a little bit smacked, okay? Now, I set myself up here so that Fury can hit either one. Yeah, it's been hit in front every time. I almost died here last time around. So, you know, it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and spend a turn to heal in preparation for the boss. Just one. Just 1 round of healing there. And then we will finish up. The Rabbit's Foot seems very nice too, though. -2 to all damage taken is good. We'll play a little more. After this, we'll fight the boss, and then we'll do I'll do 1 more expedition, basically. Look at this fucking unit, man. Goblin King, if you couldn't believe that. So Tantrum plus 15 attack for 3 turns seems really good. He's gonna obliterate this boss, I think. The bosses do seem to take a turn every round, like after, like every attack you make, they make after. I would really like, a few quality of life things I think this game could use include, give me like a turn timer of some sort so I know who's going next. That would be very helpful. I'm just gonna strike twice and this guy's dead as hell. Berserker seems kind of nuts. What the hell? Let's heal up Fred. Actually, I come pretty close to leaving this fight at full HP, which is pretty cool. And finish him up. I'm interested to see if our king is going to be hurt. We got a rosary, a backpack, berries, and a Molotov cocktail, and we got some wood, some iron, and a lot of money. Good stuff. Brendan also became a priest. So is our king hurt? He is not hurt. How about that? I didn't read, did it say the shop is in town? No. I haven't been able to go to the shop yet because I've had no money. Let's upgrade the inn. That'll be done tomorrow. I cannot do anything particularly. I can turn Brendan into a monk. I don't know if that makes him like particularly better. I imagine that it's like a combination sort of thing, right? Where you go in here now and you can become like, yeah, a saint. You can become the next level. And you just keep going up, or you can go laterally. 300 gold for the slum, 400 gold for the camp, 500 gold and 2 gems for the magicarium. Okay. Let's set up our artifacts and we'll head out again. It's pretty fast once you get used to everything, I feel. 5% more gold per combat or during combat, and plus 20 max HP for our priest. Let's do it. Now, I'm not gonna be sending myself out to one of these higher level encounters, because you can see there's an estimated difficulty, very easy, medium, easy. Let's go do easy. I think I can take out the goblins. You can also see what backtracking is like here. That is to say, you fight 3 random combats and no boss. The young ogre on fire. Now let's see what the priest does, because I have not seen this unit before. Exciting. Heal 5 to all allies. Oh, just passively you can heal 5, heal 30. Wow, this seems good. Seems a lot better later than now, but, you know. You can't, like, stack burn up or anything like that. So re-burning the enemy there is kind of a waste. Probably set this rat on fire. That ogre's gonna do a lot. Yeah, so just chaining burn isn't gonna do a ton for us. However, it looks like our game plan is gonna be just set the enemies on fire and then watch them burn to death while I chain heal, which is kind of goofy. But yeah, I guess I can give you some of my thoughts on this game now. We're coming close to the end. I think that it's really good. The tactical gameplay is cool. I think that it's hard for me to be particularly tactical about things because I don't know what the enemies do. And I feel like it would be interesting if this game gave me full transparency and let me click on the enemies and see what they did. I guess I haven't tried that. And it doesn't seem like it's in there. It would be interesting if I was allowed to just click and look at what I was going up against here and be like, okay, so this enemy does this enemy does this, instead of having to learn it as you go. But I understand that that's also not something that a lot of people want to go through. Not a lot of people just want to sit down and read a bunch of stats all day and a bunch of skills to figure out optimized plans. And like, I respect that. Don't get me wrong. I'm with you. I respect that idea very much. But I feel like I have, right now at the outset, I have my idea of what's going to be good and bad in these combats, but I don't actually have any way to verify. I can't really tell if I'm just getting lucky or what. However, that's not that big of an issue to me. It's just like a learning process, right? This is very first impressions, so it truly is not that big of an issue. You just learn eventually. You learn what the units do and you go, okay, like maybe I don't want to go Brendan right away here. Priest doesn't seem that good in the early game because heal 5 on 2 targets is not that useful, right? But then later on, I bet Priest is going to be really good and the higher levels of that are going to be good. And you kind of just go through a learning process like that. Which again, no problems on my end. And however, I do think as well, once you know everything about this game and you know the strategies, you can probably win at 100%. Oh, this guy's kind of scary. What the hell? 50 HP. We're going to be watching this guy burn for a while. I mean, I'm probably just going to set him on fire and then chain heal. Pray. And heal. It seems like the plan, right? one person sets them on fire, other person heals the lowest health target, and we just sit here and we wait for him to pass away of natural causes, and those natural causes are fire. It was a naturally occurring fire, as in it was natural that I was here casting fire on him. I don't really know. What are you, cop? I don't know how he burned to death. I have no clue. I don't know where the bolt of lightning that I called down on him came from. Yeah. But yeah, I think that this game is... It's also like the music's nice and the art style is acceptable, you know? It's not like... Aesthetically, it's nothing to write home about, but I think it's fine. I think with a little bit of good luck here, I could maybe leave this at full HP. Oh no, I'm gonna leave this down 20 on one character. Never mind, I'm gonna leave this down 10 on two characters, which is more annoying because they're both gonna be out for one day now. But that's okay. Inn is now level 2, we have 566 gold. So the Inn level 2, you unlock Calm Night, you can put your injured allies here and they will heal an extra, or they'll heal one turn faster. Which is neato. I can send my hurt units to go heal, or to go study something. I can send Fred to get his weapon upgraded, I'm down for that. Let's build a camp. And then we will sleep. Fred upgrade his knife to a dagger, camp is upgraded to level 1, and the shop is here. I have $100. I can afford nothing. Alright, I want to see what happens when you combine the priest with this. Oh, you get the shaman, of course. That makes sense. Oh, I should hire a new folk, by the way. I should have done this yesterday. Oh, you can actually get a higher level unit now. Look at this, I can pay money to get Clark. Huh. I'll take Dan for now. And we'll go send Dan to become a hunter. Sorry, a ranger. And now that we have 4 units in our town, we can send 3 units out. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and let me press OK. Let me go to Artifact. And I think we're all equipped. Yeah, let's go out. I will take us to a medium fight to end up the video, I think. It shouldn't take too long. We'll go to Carrot Farm, biggest farm on the island. Let's do it. I did the top one last time, so we can go here for something I haven't done. We have to fight chickens and a rooster. Okay. The chickens are doing 0. Am I the bad guy here? Are they gonna do a rug pull? Am I evil? Killing. Am I in the wrong? I can't wait for the next part of this combat where I have to just kill an innocent farmer and his family. And then burn his fields to the ground. And salt the earth. That's gonna be a fun turn. I cast Salt the Earth at 3rd level. Your land is now valueless. Rams. Okay. Are they gonna do damage? Oh, they did 8. Wowee. Yeah, the chickens seemed like they could only hit front target there, so I know now that there is a reason to put your units in different positions. I mean, I kind of already knew that. I feel like it's reasonably intuitive, but still, it's nice to have the confirmation, I feel. Ooh, charges 2 targets? Okay. Alright, maybe I don't have to feel remorse for killing the innocent. Maybe the innocent fought back and they are getting what they deserve here. Well, the last round's here are probably gonna just be like the farmer has a shotgun. A bee and a hornet? This does not seem medium, so I'm a little concerned because when I went to the desert area, the combat was like absurdly difficult and I barely scraped by. Maybe these are like 2 different mediums? Or maybe the final boss is going to annihilate me. Maybe the last enemy in this area is going to devastate me. One of those 2 things is likely to happen. Now this bee poison is going to carry over into the boss fight, which is a little bit sad, but I'll live. I suppose. I could cure it, but I'm just going to save my energy. I'm expecting the worst here. Let's see it. The big bull. His name is Bull. Okay, so I actually feel like maybe I should have gone here first instead of going up to the desert last time I played this on my own. Because this is significantly easier than the desert was. The desert was a fucking nightmare. I was like, I barely scraped by in the desert. It was a miracle that I survived. And this is gonna be like a little walk in the park for me. Let's do big heal on Fred. He needs it. I like to just optimize and try to keep myself as close to full as I can with a character like this, because there's no reason not to. Because he can't attack, you know? And the bull is dead next turn. Oh, the bull targets whoever is bleeding. Did you see that? He's drawn to my blood. I see. That's interesting. Does he do it every round, do you think? Hang on, let me do a ritual. Just clear that. Does he... Okay, so he just sets someone bleeding and then attacks them every round. Is there more? No, okay. So, yeah, I definitely just sequence broke the game a little bit. Dan became a ranger, checkmark. That was a lot faster than I expected. I expected that to be a little more difficult. I'm glad I tried it. Okay, so my ranger could then become a shaman, right? Yeah. What does he get after this? He gets hunter? I see. I'm down to just finish building these. Let's build here, and maybe upgrade. I don't really care about my armor all that much. Let's give you a bow upgrade. I want to upgrade, like... Let's upgrade the barracks. I'm down. Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. Tinyfolks, I think this game's really cool. I think it's very interesting as well. I think that this is probably not worth a ton of time, but the game is also very cheap. In my estimate is probably that you would play about 3 runs of this. You lose your first run, win on your second run, and then go play on hard on your third run. However, that's my estimate for me. Your mileage will, of course, vary. Make your own value proposition, I suppose. However, for $4, $3, whatever this is, that's crazy. The value proposition is nuts in my mind. So, yeah, definitely give it a shot, I think. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.